Hey everybody, welcome back! Nearly 4 million bags are mishandled every year at airports. That's a lot of lost luggage. It ends up in some giant lost and found warehouse, or worse, it gets stolen. Imagine getting to your destination, only to find out your luggage took a detour. Not cool, right? Today we're talking about how to keep your bags safe and sound. We're gonna go over some super simple but effective tips and tricks to outsmart those sneaky luggage thieves. Because nobody wants to spend their vacation shopping for replacement swimsuits. Trust me, I've been there. Let's talk about why luggage theft is even a thing. Airports and train stations are like giant, bustling playgrounds for thieves. People are distracted, rushing around, maybe a little stressed about their flights. It's the perfect opportunity for someone to swipe a bag without anyone noticing. And let's be real, some luggage just screams, "Hey, I'm expensive, steal me." You know, those designer suitcases with the flashy logos? Yeah, those are like beacons to thieves. But hey, I get it, you want to travel in style. Then there's the classic grab and dash at baggage claim. You know the scene. Everyone's crowded around the carousel, bags are flying everywhere, and boom! Someone grabs the wrong bag and they're gone before you can say, "Bon voyage." And don't even get me started on those long layovers where you just want to grab a coffee and relax. Those unattended bags are practically begging to be whisked away. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are tons of things you can do to protect your precious cargo. We're talking simple, practical tips that'll make a big difference. Because let's face it, nobody wants to deal with the hassle of lost or stolen luggage. So, are you ready to become a luggage security pro? Let's dive into some tips that'll make those luggage thieves wish they'd picked a different target. Because your bags? They're off limits. Remember, a little bit of prevention goes a long way. And who knows, maybe you'll even inspire your fellow travelers to step up their luggage game too. #protect your bags. Alright, let's talk strategy. Protecting your luggage is like a game of chess, except instead of a checkered board, you have a conveyor belt of suitcases. And instead of a king, you have your favorite pair of shoes. High stakes, people. First things first, invest in a sturdy, well-made suitcase. Those flimsy, zippered bags are tempting because they're cheap. But trust me, when it comes to luggage, you get what you pay for. A durable suitcase is like a suit of armor for your belongings. Next up, locks, locks, locks. And I'm not talking about those flimsy little combination locks you can pick with a bobby pin. We're talking TSA-approved locks that'll make those thieves think twice. Because let's be honest, they're not exactly master locksmiths. They're more like grab-and-go kind of people. Now let's talk about making your luggage stand out from the crowd. Remember those boring black suitcases I mentioned earlier? Yeah, those are like camouflage in a sea of luggage. So, let your personality shine through. Choose a bright color, slap on some fun stickers, or even tie a colorful ribbon on the handle. Make it so unique that even you would have a hard time missing it. And speaking of making things easy to spot, consider personalizing your luggage with tags that have your contact information on them. But here's a pro tip. Instead of putting your home address, use your email address or phone number. That way, if your luggage does take a little detour, you'll be easy to reach. Now let's talk about what you pack inside your luggage. My advice? Pack smart. Keep your valuables like jewelry and electronics in your carry-on bag. That way, they're always within arm's reach. And while we're on the subject of valuables, let's talk about insurance. If your luggage does get lost or stolen, having insurance will make the whole ordeal a lot less painful. Now, let's dive into some additional tips to keep your luggage safe. Consider wrapping your suitcase in plastic wrap. It not only protects your bag from scratches, but also acts as a deterrent for thieves. Another great idea is to use a luggage tracking device. These handy gadgets can help you locate your bag if it goes missing. With a quick check on your phone, you can see exactly where your luggage is, giving you peace of mind. If you have fragile items, don't forget to mark your suitcase with a fragile sticker. This can sometimes ensure better handling by airport staff. Lastly, take a photo of your suitcase before you check it in. This can be incredibly useful if you need to describe it to airport staff. With these tips, you're well on your way to outsmarting the baggage bandits and ensuring your belongings stay safe and sound. Okay, let's talk locks. I know, they're not the most exciting things in the world, but trust me, when it comes to protecting your luggage, they're your best friend. Think of them as tiny little guardians, standing watch over your belongings. Now, not all locks are created equal. Those flimsy little combination locks you can find at the drugstore? Yeah, those are about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. We're looking for something a little more heavy-duty. Enter TSA-approved locks. These bad boys are like the Fort Knox of luggage security. They're tough, they're durable, and most importantly, they're TSA-approved. That means airport security can open them up if they need to inspect your bag, without having to break out the bolt cutters. But what makes TSA-approved locks so special? Well, they have a special keyway that only TSA agents have access to. So you can rest assured that your belongings are safe and sound, even when they're out of your sight. Knowing that your belongings are secure will allow you to relax and enjoy your trip. Alright, let's talk about those times when, despite our best efforts, our luggage decides to play hide and seek. It's one of those travel nightmares that can turn a dream vacation into a stressful ordeal. You arrive at your destination, but your bags don't. Instead, they embark on their own little adventure, leaving you stranded with nothing but the clothes on your back. It happens to the best of us. But don't worry, there's a new sheriff in town, and it's called tracking devices. These nifty little gadgets are revolutionizing the way we travel, ensuring that our luggage stays with us, or at least that we know exactly where it is. Remember those old movies where spies would plant tracking devices on cars? Well, now you can have that same level of sophistication for your luggage. It's like bringing a bit of that spy movie magic into your everyday life. Except instead of chasing down villains, you'll be reunited with your lost suitcase. Imagine the relief of seeing your bag again, knowing that all your belongings are safe and sound. Much less glamorous, I know. But hey, at least you'll have clean underwear. And let's be honest, that's a pretty big deal when you're far from home. These tiny little gadgets are like having a personal assistant for your luggage. They keep an eye on your bag so you don't have to worry about it getting lost in the shuffle. They use GPS technology to pinpoint your bag's location, no matter where in the world it may be. Whether it's in the next terminal or halfway across the globe, you'll know exactly where your luggage is. So even if your suitcase ends up on a one-way trip to Timbuktu, you'll be able to track it down. No more guessing games or endless waiting at the baggage claim. You just slip the tracking device into your suitcase, download the corresponding app on your phone, and voila! It's as simple as that. The app will show you the exact location of your bag in real time. You've got yourself a luggage locator extraordinaire. It's like having a little guardian angel for your suitcase, always watching over it. Most tracking devices have a pretty impressive range, so you can track your bag from practically anywhere in the world. Whether you're in a bustling city or a remote village, your luggage is just a tap away. And if your luggage happens to be on the move, you'll get real-time updates on its location. It's like having a live feed of your bag's journey, right at your fingertips. It's like having a little spy cam for your suitcase. You can see where it is, where it's been, and where it's headed next. But the best part about tracking devices is the peace of mind they provide. Knowing that your luggage is safe and that you can find it anytime, anywhere, takes a huge weight off your shoulders. Knowing that you can track down your luggage no matter where it may end up is priceless. It's a small investment for a huge return in peace of mind. So if you're prone to losing things, or if you just want that extra layer of security, I highly recommend investing in a tracking device. It's a game changer for any traveler, making your journeys smoother and stress-free. Alright, let's talk about the art of packing. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or someone who only takes a trip once in a blue moon, packing efficiently can make a world of difference. For some people, packing is like a competitive sport. They take pride in how quickly and efficiently they can fit everything they need into a single suitcase. They've got their packing cubes, their compression bags, their color-coordinated outfits. It's almost like an art form, a carefully choreographed dance of items fitting perfectly together. But for the rest of us, packing can feel like trying to stuff a week's worth of clothes into a tiny little suitcase. It's a whole thing. It's stressful, it's messy, and it usually ends with you sitting on your suitcase trying to zip it shut. And let's not even talk about the frustration of realizing you forgot something important. But what if I told you that packing strategically can actually help deter thieves? Yes, you heard that right. The way you pack can make a significant difference in keeping your belongings safe. That's right. How you pack your bag can make it more or less appealing to those sticky-fingered individuals. It's all about being smart and strategic. First things first, don't pack your valuables in your checked luggage. This is a golden rule of travel. This seems like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people still do it. Checked luggage can be out of your sight for long periods, making it a prime target for theft. Keep your jewelry, electronics, and other expensive items in your carry-on bag, where they're always within arm's reach. This way, you can keep an eye on them at all times. Next, try to distribute your belongings evenly throughout your suitcase. This simple step can make a big difference. This will not only prevent your clothes from getting wrinkled, bonus, but it will also make it more difficult for thieves to quickly rifle through your bag and find your valuables. A well-organized suitcase is a thief's worst enemy. And speaking of valuables, try to disguise them as much as possible. The less obvious it is that you're carrying valuables, the better. For example, instead of packing your expensive jewelry in its original box, put it in a nondescript pouch or wrap it in a sock. This way, it won't catch the eye of a potential thief. The less obvious it is that you're carrying valuables, the better. Thieves are often looking for easy targets, so don't make it easy for them. Another helpful tip is to use packing cubes. These little wonders can transform the way you pack. Not only do they keep your suitcase organized, but they also make it more difficult for thieves to quickly grab and go with your belongings. Packing cubes can be a game changer for both organization and security. You know, I once met a woman on vacation who told me she uses a bright pink feather boa to spot her luggage quickly. Not only did it work like a charm, but it also made her bag the most fabulous one on the carousel. Talk about traveling in style. So remember those TSA-approved locks, the magic of tracking devices, and the art of strategic packing. These tips are your secret weapons to outsmart those luggage thieves and keep your belongings safe. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to spend their vacation dealing with lost or stolen luggage. Now I want to hear from you. What are your best tips for keeping your luggage safe while traveling? Share your stories, your tips, your tricks in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other video on essential travel safety tips for even more ways to stay safe and have an amazing trip. And as always, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more fun travel hacks, tips, and stories from my adventures around the world. Happy travels, everyone!